Now listen, we go through many things in life. One of those things is broken marriages. Many people find themselves divorced. Many people find themselves separated. Some find themselves widowed. And then there are others who are single by choice. Because sometimes it's daunting when you look at this dating pool, when you look at relationships at large, and you see how things are going. Some people just want to stay single because they're like, you know what? I don't have the heart. I don't have the courage to step into that ring because it looks like it's a brutal situation. And too many people are coming out hurt. Too many people are coming out maimed mentally, emotionally, sometimes even physically, because sometimes the situation becomes abusive. What's up, everybody? Hope you're having yourself a fine day. Listen, today I want to talk to you about picking up the pieces. Picking up the pieces. Now, let's first read a passage of scripture from Jeremiah 17, verse 14. New King James Version, and it reads like this. Hear me, O Lord, and I shall be healed. Save me, and I shall be saved. For you are my praise. And before I continue, I want you to live your best life by applying scripture to your relationship. Now, we have to realize that when we're going through difficulties in life, that only God can help us. Only God can truly put things back together again. You know, like Humpty Dumpty, like the broken pieces. All the king's horses and all the king's men could not put Humpty Dumpty back together again. And sometimes we're just like Humpty Dumpty. You know, we're sitting on a wall and suddenly it happens. We have a great and terrible fall. And all the pieces go scattering all over the place. Our life falls into ruin, into many pieces that we don't seem to be able to put together again. And no matter how hard we try, we cannot put ourselves back together. The thing about it is that we try to put things back together without God. We leave him out of the equation, and then we expect things to go right. Now, it's not easy putting things back together again because sometimes it's of such that you don't know where to begin. But one of the things we have to recognize from the passage above is that we need to cry out to God. We need to put him first. We have to many times pray for a way out of the situation or a way through the situation because sometimes it just seems like there is no way out. And the only way is a way through the situation. The things have to play themselves out. It's just the way it works. And sometimes God is trying to teach us something in the whole process. So the prophet Jeremiah prayed. The passage that we read, that was the prayer of Jeremiah, because he realized that only God can help in the situation. In his time of need, he had to cry out to God. And this is why I say live your best life by applying scripture to your relationships. It's not just about the flesh. It is also, or more so, about the spirit. The decisions we make, leaving God out or including God in the situation. Now listen, we go through many things in life. One of those things is broken marriages. Many people find themselves divorced. Many people find themselves separated. Some find themselves widowed. And then there are others who are single by choice. Because sometimes it's daunting when you look at this dating pool, when you look at relationships at large, and you see how things are going. Some people just want to stay single because they're like, you know what? I don't have the heart. I don't have the courage to step into that ring because it looks like it's a brutal situation. And too many people are coming out hurt. Too many people are coming out maimed mentally, emotionally, sometimes even physically, because sometimes the situation becomes abusive. And so, in all these things, because whether it's a significant other or a family member that hurts you, you're going to come out scarred, one way or the other. And there are times when you feel all alone, like, you know what, there's nobody else in this world but me. And that's one of the worst feelings, when there are people around you, but yet still in the midst of everything, you feel like you're all alone. And then there are times when you're going through stuff, and when you thought you had friends, all your friends, or most or some of them, abandon you. So now that even makes it worse, because now you're losing your friends. Or even the friends that you had with that particular person, and now you guys are no longer friends, then those friends seem to scatter. When you need them most, they're not there. And so these are some of the things that we go through. Then there is depression and anxiety, because certainly many, many times depression and anxiety comes along with everything else that's going on. We've got ups and downs financially. Then you've got emotional, mental, and spiritual. Because some days you can't pray. Some days it seems like there's a glass ceiling. The more you pray, it's like the worse things get. Financially, it seems like things just turn from bad to worse. You can't meet your obligations. You can't pay your bills because the pieces are broken. Emotional and mental hardship. It's like you just can't think straight. It's just like you can't mentally get it together. Things are just whirling around. You know, it's like you're on a merry-go-round and it don't seem like it's going to stop. These are real. And we cannot bury our heads in the sand and act as if these things don't happen. It happens to the best of us. It happens to the worst of us. It happens to the most spiritual of us. And it happens to those that are not spiritual. But one of the things as believers that we need to do is stay in the Word and continue to pray, even when things don't seem like it's getting any better. One thing for certain, many times we like to look across the way and compare ourselves to the other person. I would recommend that you don't do that. Because many times when we do that, it makes things worse. Because now you start having a pity party. You say, well, how is it going good for those and it's not going good for me at all? Why is it that they have this and I don't? How is it that they're making it through and I'm not? So you don't compare yourself with others, because that is a huge mistake. Don't be obsessed with the past. Let the past be the past and try to learn from the past and let it go. Don't carry it with you. Or if you do, in a sense, you carry it so that you will remember the mistakes that you shouldn't make. But don't dwell on it. Don't let it define who you are. And if it defines your future, let it define your future in a better way, a positive way. Just like I said, that you will not repeat those very same mistakes. Because some people can get stuck in the past. It's like your feet getting stuck in quicksand that you cannot move. And you don't want to get stuck in the past, because the past can be your worst enemy. So you want to look ahead to the future. And you want to say, you know what, there's going to be a better day. There is a better day coming. And you got to talk to yourself. And you got to tell yourself it's going to get better. And then you've got to thrive, or you got to strive. You got to thrive, yes. You got to wake up and tell yourself, I will not live like this. I will not be depressed. I will continue to put my best foot forward and to work on getting better, being in a better place so that you can thrive. So you strive, meaning you get up every day and you do what you can and do what you need to do. And you fight for your sanity so that things will get better. Because sometimes you think like, you know what? It's not going to get any better and I'm going to stay here. And no, you're not. And I'm telling you, you're not going to stay in that same place. You're going to get up and you're going to find. Look, first of all, you thank God for another day when you get up in the morning. And you say, this is another day of great possibilities. And then you do the things that you can to make things change one step at a time. It's not going to happen overnight. You're not going to get up one day and everything has changed. Step by step, and things will change. But you've got to make progress in the right direction. So like I said, fight for your sanity at all costs. Because many times people lose their minds in situations like this where all the broken pieces are laying on the ground. They're laying on the floor and you don't know where to begin, what piece to pick up first. Like I said, take your time. And one of the things that you can do is begin to exercise. Don't let yourself waste away. Get up, walk early in the morning, jog, whatever you want to do. Do some sit-ups. Just clear your head, clear your mind, and get your body back into good shape. Because when the body is in shape, it seems many times that the mind becomes in shape. You know, you start thinking better when you exercise and you feel fresh and you feel like I can take on the world today. And this is what we got to do. So if it's just an early morning walk or a jog, you know, or walk around the park, tell yourself, listen, I'm working on me today. And every day you get up with the same mentality that you're going to work on you. So if you have to take out a new gym membership or renew an old one, whatever it is, but you go ahead and you begin to exercise, whatever it is, you have got to start over. So tell yourself that whatever you do, there's going to be a fresh start, a new beginning. Because guess what? You will find a way to begin again. Like I said, sometimes it takes time. You can't get over this stuff overnight, no matter what it is, you know. And like I mentioned earlier, sometimes it's a situation of divorce, it's separation, it's a death of a spouse. You know, these things are not easy to deal with. So you find yourself divorced again. You find yourself a widow. You find yourself betrayed. You find yourself single again. Whatever the situation is, you've got to pick up the pieces and you've got to start over. One of the things that you need to do is start making new friends. And it may seem like it's difficult because I hate to repeat myself, but I said before that sometimes friends or people that you thought were your friends, you can no longer find them. Or maybe they're taking the side of the other person, whoever that person is, because it could be parents that really hurt you. And now you're in a situation where you've got to figure out how you're going to move on. Should you forgive them? You know, because some people don't like to forgive. So should you forgive them and move on? What are you going to do? So you start by getting yourself together, getting out there and making new friends. At least that's one of the other things that you would have to do. But find a way and make new friends. And you're going to see more and more that life is a blessing. Every day you wake up is another day of great possibilities. And you thank God for that day. And whatever is in store for that day. Again, this is not an overnight thing. But with God, all things are possible to him who believes. So you've got to believe. First of all, with God, all things are possible. First of all, you need to know that. And second of all, you've got to believe that. Believe when I tell you that you will smile again. You will laugh again. And you will love again. You will. But just don't push yourself too hard and too fast. Take your time. And these are all the things of picking up the pieces. All the things I just spoke about are parts of picking up the pieces. All these things you've got to do. Because life is not easy. Tomorrow's not promised to any of us. And we all want love and we want happiness in our life. Hey, I wish that everything was going perfectly for every last one of us. The world would be a better place. Absolutely. But I'm here to encourage you today that if you're going through situations, whatever it is, and you find that all the pieces are scattered all around you, and you don't know where to begin, just take it one step at a time. First things first, put God first. Let him be in the midst of that situation. Because sometimes the people that hurt us, or many times the people that hurt us, are the people that we think loved us the most. And the people that say that they love us is the people that's going to hurt us the most. Because they're closest to you. So it could be your children. It could be a husband or a wife. It could be a fiance. It could be a mother or father. It could be a brother or sister. All these are parts of our relationships. But no matter who it is, strive to get up and begin again. So what I want you to do, tell yourself that you will start over anew. Tell yourself that all will be well. And you will smile. You will laugh. You will enjoy life. And you will certainly love again. Now, I want you to live your best life by applying scripture to your relationship today. Listen, subscribe if you haven't subscribed and click the bell icon so as to not miss any new videos when they are posted. My name is William Nelson Ryan, and I will see you in my next video. God bless you.